And now, my beloved, let this truth continue to rise gently within you, for what is unfolding is not only a shift in your circumstances but a shift in your identity, and soon you will realize that the strength you are stepping into has been quietly forming within you through every season you thought was wasted. You will see how every moment of waiting built patience, how every moment of confusion built discernment, and how every moment of heaviness built a deeper compassion that now becomes one of your greatest strengths. You will notice how the things that once triggered your worries will no longer shake you, and how situations that once overwhelmed you will now feel manageable because your heart moves differently, your mind sees differently, and your spirit stands differently. You will begin to understand that nothing in your life has been random, and everything has been aligning perfectly even when you could not see the pattern, and each experience was shaping a version of you capable of walking boldly into the fullness of your purpose. And as this new identity settles within you, you will feel a freedom you have not felt in years, a lightness that comes from releasing old expectations, and a peace that comes from trusting what is unfolding instead of trying to control it. You will feel more connected to yourself, more aware of your inner voice, and more confident in your decisions, for you will no longer doubt your intuition the way you once did. The guidance you feel will become clearer, louder, and more constant, and you will begin recognizing signs that once felt invisible to you, because your awareness is rising to meet the new direction you are stepping into. And soon, my precious one, you will understand that the strength awakening inside you is not meant only for your benefit but for the lives connected to your journey, for your presence will inspire others without you even trying, and your peace will bring comfort to those who feel lost. You will start to notice how others approach you for insight, how people feel safe around you, and how your calm voice becomes a shelter for those overwhelmed by their own storms. This is because your inner foundation is becoming unshakable, and an unshakable spirit brings stability wherever it goes. You will move through challenges with a quiet confidence that surprises even you, and you will respond to difficulties with a wisdom that comes from a deeper place, a place formed through patience, surrender, and trust. You will not fear change, because you will feel guided through every step, and you will not fear uncertainty, because you will sense clarity forming even before it appears. You will no longer carry the weight of trying to be everything for everyone, because you will finally understand that your presence itself carries power, and your growth itself brings transformation. And soon you will witness how those who once doubted you will be among the first to notice your rising, how those who once overlooked you will begin to recognize your value, and how those who once underestimated you will see your strength unfold without explanation. But you will not seek revenge, nor will you hold resentment, because your heart will be too full of peace to carry what once hurt you. You will no longer be shaped by the opinions of others, for your confidence will come from a deeper truth that cannot be shaken by external voices. You will walk with a certainty that is calm, grounded, and steady, and you will begin to attract opportunities, relationships, and blessings that match the person you are becoming, not the person you used to be. And as this transformation completes itself, you will look back and realize that everything you thought was delaying you was actually protecting you, everything you thought was stopping you was actually preparing you, and everything you thought was breaking you was actually building you into someone stronger than you imagined. And my beloved, when this awareness settles in your heart, you will finally understand why nothing worked out before. It was because you were not meant to enter your next chapter with an unsettled mind or a wounded heart, but with clarity, strength, and a renewed sense of self. Now you are ready for what is coming, and what is coming will exceed your expectations in ways that will leave your spirit filled with gratitude and your heart overflowing with joy. And now, my precious one, let this next truth settle deeply inside you, for what is awakening within you is not temporary, not fragile, not something that fades when life grows difficult, but a lasting strength that will stay with you in every season ahead, and soon you will see how everything begins to align in ways that once felt impossible. You will notice how conversations shift in your favor, how opportunities begin to appear without you forcing anything, how people who once misunderstood you begin to see your true heart, and how the right connections come to you naturally without strain. This is because you are stepping into a life shaped by clarity instead of confusion, by intention instead of fear, and by a quiet inner power that gently directs every moment. And as this transformation grows within you, you will find yourself letting go of old expectations, old versions of success, old ideas of who you thought you needed to be, and you will begin embracing a deeper truth. Your life is not meant to be a constant struggle, and your purpose is not meant to exhaust you, but to fulfill you in ways that restore your spirit. You will start noticing how your emotions settle quicker than before, how your mind becomes calmer, how your reactions become wiser, and how your decisions come from a place of certainty instead of doubt. You will begin to sense guidance even in silence, support even in stillness, and direction even when the next steps are not fully visible. You will realize that what once felt like confusion was actually preparation, and what once felt like waiting was the shaping of your inner strength. And when your new sense of awareness rises within you, you will no longer depend on external approval or validation, because your confidence will come from a deeper place, a place where you know who you are, where you know what you carry, and where you know what you deserve. The voices that once made you question yourself will lose their influence, and the fears that once slowed you down will dissolve before they take hold, and the doubts that once clouded your progress will fade at the first sign of your renewed clarity. You will walk forward with a sense of certainty that surprises even you, and you will make choices that once terrified you with a calmness that comes from deep trust. And soon you will witness how doors open simply because you chose to believe in the timing, how paths clear simply because you trusted the guidance, and how blessings arrive simply because you released what no longer belonged. You will no longer chase what is not meant for you, because what is truly yours will begin to move toward you with unexpected ease. And as this shift becomes stronger, you will see that life does not have to be lived in fear of loss, fear of the unknown, or fear of failure, because each step ahead will be supported in ways you could not see before. You will find yourself walking with confidence even when others hesitate, holding peace even when situations seem uncertain, and carrying hope even when circumstances look unclear. This is the version of you that has been waiting to rise, the version that was shaped through patience, refined through challenge, strengthened through surrender, and awakened through clarity. You are stepping into the fullness of who you are meant to be, and nothing from your past has the power to pull you back anymore. Your future is expanding, your path is opening, and your inner strength is unfolding beautifully, guiding you into a life where peace flows naturally, wisdom speaks softly, and blessings come consistently. And very soon, my beloved, you will see with your own eyes what has been prepared for you, and it will all make sense in a way that brings both relief and joy to your heart. Stop for a moment, my child, because this moment is not random, and there is a deep steady peace meant for you, a strength that has always lived inside you, and now I am speaking directly to that part of you that longs for clarity and a new understanding of your path. So listen closely, my precious one, for what I give you now is stability, calm, and a quiet confidence that settles every fear and lifts every doubt. And your journey is unfolding in a beautiful way, and it is time to see how far you have come, because you are ready to enter a new chapter with real courage. Tonight, let these words rest in your heart, and if it feels like you are not progressing, pause and remember where you began, because you may be much further along than you know, and hold this truth with quiet confidence, for I welcome your deepest hopes and I am with you now, knowing what you need before you even say it, and when you calm your thoughts and listen, you will feel strength rise inside you, and you will sense a fresh start growing and peace settling over your mind. Hold these truths in both easy and hard times, because they belong to you, and my constant care keeps you steady, my precious one, and the peace I offer goes deeper than words, and the clarity I give will clear away every shadow you have carried, for a new chapter is near, and you will enter it with stronger inner courage, free from doubt and fear. While others may struggle, you will move forward with steady steps, because you are held safely in my watch, and nothing can remove you from my closeness, and when darkness comes and you look for peace, remember I am beside you, guiding every part of your journey for your highest good, and each morning you will rise with new hope and readiness, and the stillness of night will soften your worries and teach you the value of slowing down, breathing deeply, and trusting the steady help around you. My closeness will be felt in your peaceful thoughts, and even when questions linger, I ask you to bring me your fears, desires, and doubts, because I am gently putting things right for you, and even when you cannot see my work, I am preparing what comes next, and in quiet stillness I am building your inner strength and making you ready for what is coming, and even if you do not feel it instantly, my plan is unfolding, and your steady trust will open the way. My intentions for you come from deep love and a bright future, leading you into a life more amazing than you imagine, and none of your hopes are forgotten, for every silent wish, every sad moment, every release you made is being shaped into something good, becoming joy, kindness, and proof of my care. Let this stillness settle in you and carry its peace into everything ahead, holding this truth close and letting it guide your choices with the steady help surrounding your life each day. My beloved, quiet your thoughts now, because what I give you carries real meaning, and a permanent shift just happened within your reality right as you hear this, and I have begun something new for your life, not later, not someday when you feel ready, but right here, right now. And many do not realize this simple truth, that the delays, pauses, and quiet challenges you faced were never punishment, but deep preparation inside you. For I have been placing something important within you that will soon become visible in your everyday life. Soon I will show you 3 clear paths of refreshing you never expected, but first you must understand why this major change required such strong groundwork, because when our talk ends, you will understand why the difficult seasons lasted, what is coming to you next, and the one decision that activates everything. So stay with me until the end, for we will confirm this truth for your path. If you feel a strong sense rising in you now, a powerful closeness, let it guide you, because that feeling is your readiness, and know you are part of something larger than yourself, and you were never meant to walk this alone, and the truth is you have been living below your real strength, not because of failure or lack of belief, but because your old patterns were not built for what is happening now. Imagine trying to understand new, complex ideas with an old mindset. It struggles, it halts, it cannot take in what it was not shaped for, and that reflects your journey. But now everything connects, for I am about to raise your inner structure, the way you think, the way you see, and the way you move through life, and once this change is complete, you will no longer see the limits that once confined you. This transformation requires your willingness, your release of old versions of yourself, and your openness to the person I am guiding you to become, and though it may feel uncomfortable, it is because stepping into your new self means letting go of bonds that no longer grow with you, old routines that gave comfort but limited you, and thought patterns that seemed safe but held you back. Understand this clearly. Before any great manifestation comes inner preparation, before rising comes foundation, before a new start comes surrender, and I do not bring new things to those who refuse to release what has already served its purpose. Now, my beloved, reflect deeply on this question and do not ignore it. What are you still holding that I asked you to release long ago? What safety have you clung to that has now become a cage? What image of yourself are you protecting when I am trying to help you expand? This truth will free you or challenge you, because your progress is slowed by what you refuse to let go of, and there is one specific thing you must release soon, and I will tell you what it is shortly. But first understand the real nature of this shift, for I am not asking you to become someone else but to remember who you truly are beneath old pain, unfulfilled hopes, and worry. This refreshing is not about gaining new traits but uncovering what was always intended, removing what never belonged so your true self can appear clearly. Before your life began, I knew you, and before your first breath, I shaped you for a purpose, with strengths perfect for your path, yet life tried to blur your identity and challenges tried to convince you that struggle would define you, but that was never true. Right now I am beginning your return to wholeness, guiding you back to your truest self, releasing shame, quieting the hurt of being unnoticed, removing the weight of old mistakes, and silencing the harsh voices that shaped your self-perception. When this refreshing is complete, you will walk with clarity and power that will surprise even you. This deep change appears in 3 forms, and though many experience only 1 or 2, the third changes everything, and I will show you how to make it real before we finish. Now look at what is becoming clear for you. Your perception is being renewed, not just your physical vision but your deep understanding of truth, because you have sometimes viewed life through a narrow lens, seeing obstacles where I placed openings, seeing opponents where I placed support, and assuming endings where I created new directions. I am revealing what has always been here, helping you notice the support you overlooked, the guidance you missed, the allies you doubted, and the opportunities you questioned. When your discernment clears, everything changes, and you begin to see what I prepared for you, and your path will be guided by. And this is where a great truth appears, my child, for the authority within you is not loud or forceful but steady and undeniable, and it rises naturally when you step into who you truly are, and the world around you responds to that quiet strength without you needing to prove anything. You were shaped to bring clarity where there is confusion, to bring calm where there is heaviness, and to bring steadiness where others feel lost. This impact is not something you create, it is something you carry, something woven into you from the beginning, and now it is beginning to awaken in full. You will notice soon how places shift when you enter, how conversations settle when you speak with calm, how worries lose their power when you walk with confidence. This influence is not about control, but about presence, and the presence within you is about to grow even stronger, leading you into rooms and connections that were once far beyond your reach. And now, my beloved, hear this final truth, the one most people never discover, yet the one that changes everything when you embrace it. Your voice has been strengthened. Your words will carry weight. What you speak with intention will shape your path, open the right doors, and silence doubts before they ever grow roots. You will speak with clarity, courage, and certainty, for your words will no longer rise from fear or exhaustion but from the deep well of wisdom inside you. And as this grows, you will see how your life begins to align with ease, how answers come without struggle, and how opportunities arrive without you chasing them. This is the beginning of your new inner structure, the true upgrade you have been prepared for, and soon you will understand why every delay taught you patience, why every quiet moment taught you depth, and why every challenge strengthened your capacity. You are stepping into a renewed identity, one built on truth instead of fear, on courage instead of hesitation, and on wisdom instead of uncertainty. And as this identity becomes clearer, you will no longer feel the need to be accepted or understood by everyone, because you will finally recognize your worth without the approval of others. Your steps will be calmer, your choices firmer, your heart steadier, and your spirit unshaken. The things that once overwhelmed you will no longer carry the same power, and the situations that once confused you will become simple to understand. You will walk with clarity through places that once felt heavy, and you will feel supported in moments that once felt empty, because I am guiding you into a life where peace becomes your natural state and confidence becomes your quiet strength. And soon, my beloved, you will look back and see how every broken piece was placed together in a way far better than you imagined, and you will see how nothing was wasted, and how every moment shaped you into exactly who you needed to become. This is your rising, your new beginning, your shift into the fullness of who you are. And everything inside you is already preparing for this next chapter. So breathe deeply, stand steady, and listen closely, for the change you have waited for is already unfolding, and the future you once doubted is now forming beautifully right in front of you, guided by love, protected by clarity, strengthened by truth, and designed specifically for you.